Alright, let's talk about combat and how combat works. First of all, you'll notice that certain characters have special ultimates together. When you go to select a mission, you'll click on the mission, and then before you click engage, you can go down here and select which ultimate. This is actually very helpful as it will tell you which character can be paired with who for an ultimate combination. Now, if you'd like to see in more detail, you can come down to Modifier, and in here you can click Skills, and then Ultimate Skill Chains. This will tell you all of the combos that this particular character has. Next up, you'll want to come into Tutorial Practice. This way you can try all the characters who you've already summoned. Unfortunately, you can't try the ones that you don't have yet. I'm going to be going over this character because she's the first one you get, and I can't be bothered to learn their names or anything else, so we're just going to call her Lotus because she's the starting character, just like PGR. Now, unfortunately, when you come into the practice mode, the game will, for whatever reason, make you redo it every single time. However, if you come up to pause and you just want to see what the character does, you can come down to skill hints. You can do this in any game mode, by the way. Now you come up to recommendations and you can see how to play the character, although it's not always 100% accurate. Maybe it's my reading issue, or maybe the translation is bad, but it doesn't quite work how it's shown. So I'm going to show you the simplified version from what I've figured out. Your ultimate will just charge up with time, so that's pretty straightforward and you don't need to worry about that. The next thing you want to see is your HP down here, and then there's a bar down here. Now this bar will be slightly different for every modifier depending on their gimmick, and you can check that in the menu, which I'll show you when I'm back there. This gauge will fill up green, and as it gets to the full amount, you'll enter a time break mode. Once you're in that mode, the boss will be frozen and you can lay down lots of damage. So it's recommended if you can that you save your ults and that sort of thing for then. Now, as for how to play this character in particular, there's a few skills. Basically, all you need to know is spam the 1 skill. It refreshes whenever you use your 2 and your 3 skill. So you want to start with the 1, hit 2, start with the 1 again, hit 3, and you're back to 1, and you get the evolved version. That's the basic combo. You can do this in any order. It doesn't need to be 2 or 3 first. As you can see, 2 is finished first, so we can use that again and go straight back to 1. And now 3 is finished, and back to 1. And you can just continue this chain. Now you'll notice down here that the energy bar is almost full. This will only fill up from basic attacks, and when we hit the monster, you'll notice our skill up here, our 3rd skill, will change. That is how you get its evolved form. So, this would be your full combo with this character. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1. You can't get better than that. That's the whole kit unloaded in perfect order. And then you can get rid of the ult. Pretty straightforward, huh? If you'd like to see other character guides, let me know, and let me know which character you'd like a guide for. Now, in regards to the charge bar down the bottom here, like I said before, different characters operate differently, and you can see up here how that works. So I believe this is their element, this is whether they're merely or ranged, and this is how that bar works. So Divine Grace is 1, and then you have Rage as another, and then we have Energy as a 3rd. There's probably more than that, but those were the main 3 I've seen so far. The main difference is when you can activate your skills. So if you're playing a rage character, the bar down the bottom will be red, and you can fill it up more by doing basic attacks. You can see over here, all of the skills have an energy cost. So you can use these skills, but you have to wait until the energy cost is there. And they will also have a cooldown timer. So not only do I need the required energy, but I also need to wait till the cooldown is up. So for me, this wasn't a character that I particularly enjoyed playing. Although if you liked Bianca from PGR, they pretty much ripped her exact combo off. So maybe you'll like playing as her. That yellow orb looking kinda sus, huh? Now, I've noticed that the game gives you a healer at the start and heavily encourages you to use said healer. However, If you come from PGR like me, chances are you won't need a healer, and you can just swap in an extra damage character for more damage. The character progression is pretty straightforward, and it's very similar to PGR, so if you've seen any of my PGR guides, then you probably know how it works. First up, you've got Limit Break. This is a minor difference from PGR. You don't usually have to limit break the characters. Usually that's reserved for memories, which in this game are called sigils, or for weapons, which in this game are called access keys. Now, coming down here, there's a few extra abilities that you can unlock by doing certain things, and you can only have 3 active at a time. These tasks can be things like make the character have a certain number of skill points spent, or level up the character's weapon to level 30. As you can see, I haven't touched mine because I haven't gotten any good weapons yet, and I'm still stuck with the 3-star weapons. I wouldn't bother leveling anything up unless you're really stuck or you have a 4-star or 5-star weapon. Anything else, as far as I'm concerned, would be a waste of resources. Skills are pretty straightforward. You just click on the skill and hit level up. Transcend is where you can level up their rank. This is the starter character who starts as a natural B rank and goes all the way up to Omega level, just like all the others. I haven't hit endgame yet, but it seems like you can level up to an S rank if they're not naturally S, and they still have stats that are close to an S rank. Sigils are literally just memories. The only main difference I can see is that you can unlock abilities by leveling them up. As you can see here, this is locked until it reaches level 30. The only other thing to note is instead of 4 and 2, you want 3 and 3, however you mix them up. You can see here, they all say sets of 3. I would be very reluctant to level anything up that's not a 5-star memory. However, if you need to level up some 4-star memories to get ahead, that's probably fine. If you're confused about the pet system, basically it's a way for your AI characters who are on the field with you to die less and keep on the field longer so you can continue to use their ultimates. If you'd like to see any of my other guides, you can click here to check them out.